So, I mean, let me talk the longer term demand scenario, right? I think if you look at the macroeconomics, if you look at the level of affluence, if you look at the fact that, you'll have 175 million households in mid to upper income over the next 5 years. If you look at the demographics of our population, right? So, India will produce 25% of the legal drinking age population over the next 5 years, right? Combine that with relatively low penetrations, 30% versus a country like US, which is 60, 70. Per capita consumption, which is 2.4 liters versus the US at 7.2. I think the industry will grow. Right, and we are confident in the growth of the industry. Also, I think we are so important to the government exchequer in terms of our revenue that I think we will be supported, right, in whichever ways, despite the regulatory impacts on pricing. So we are optimistic, and our portfolio, we have, as you know, fantastic global brands: Johnny Walker, Singleton, Talisker. We have great local jewels: McDowell's, Royal Challenge. We are innovating: Royal Challenge, American Pride. We've got Godawan, right? So we think we have a fantastic portfolio that will cater to the consumer across the price ladder, and we have a very future-back approach. So we will continue to innovate to meet their needs. Repertoire drinking, we've got Hapusha, we've got Tanqueray gin, we've now got Don Julio tequila into the country. So we are very optimistic. We think our strategy is working. Shorter term, there is a moderation in growth and there is inflationary impact. Versus previous years, I think inflation on a number of the raw materials has cooled off. So glass, which is one of our biggest, glass is now stable and we expect it to be stable. ENA, we still expect to be inflationary, but we have a huge productivity muscle, and using pricing, mix and productivity, we feel that we will be able to deliver our guideline of both double-digit top-line growth and mid to high-teen margins.
Also, speaking about the premiumization trend that's been holding strong in several sectors and in this sector as well, can you give us some indication of what kind of a growth is it going to really unleash for the sector going forward, and of course the entry level segment?
Look, I think there is an opportunity for premiumization across the ladder, right? So even if you look at the lower sector, you've got country liquor and popular, which upgrade to lower prestige, and then the upgrade happens to the other segments in prestige. And for the last few years, I mean, if you look at between, say, 2017 and 22, the upper end was growing more than 20%, the middle end was growing high teens, and the lower end was growing single digits, right? Now, while that has moderated in the short term, we know that this industry is very resilient. And the good news in our industry is that people do not downtrade. Right? What we see for our brands is they're not downtrading. What they're doing is they're managing the wallet by reducing the number of drinking occasions. So the moment the consumer comes out of this pressure, they will go back to their normal behavior. So we feel, again, pretty optimistic that we will continue to see this premiumization.